Is it just a fantasy? 'Cause the unknown's pulling me. We could leave this space, freedom ours to chase. What if I escape with you? What if I escape with you? What if I escape with you? What if I escape with you?
Yeah! It's a lot of into the club tonight. What? But it's gonna be alright. Yeah. Cause me and my clique, we don't give a fuck. Trick Daddy, you got it. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. If you want some, come get some.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the FTW Future Focus. I am your host, the Mastermind, Bob Rogers. With us, it is a whole crew here today. Happy Father's Day to everyone out there. Everybody that got kids. Hey, this is our day to celebrate because we done paid enough money to raise our Rugrats. You know what I'm saying? but seriously, want to send a special shout out to Jade, Alexis, Kiara, Avante, Jordan. Daddy loves you. You guys have fun. Jade's right now in Wisconsin. Dale's hanging out with her buddies. Everybody else is doing their thing, but I wanted to say I love you guys. Just because it's Father's Day don't mean it's just all about me. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be a dad. So I love you guys. Right here on the panel, it is Ladies' Day for Father's Day. What's the best gift you can give to a dad besides a lady? I'm just saying.
What? What?
I mean, think about it. What's the best gift you could give?
Shortest show ever.
Cash. The best gift you could give is a lady?
Yeah,
that's the best gift.
You can give your dad is a lady.
What?
I can't think of a better one.
Cash. Is that legal?
I don't know. I got to look at immigration papers for that. But,
I don't know if that's legal.
All right, but let's get on to the panel. Panel up in my upper left. He's from Indianapolis, Indiana, part of the FTW Studios. He is a Motown Wrestling Group president. He is the man, the one, the only, the Mandy Rose lover, Tony Motown Allen. Tony, what's up?
Man, I take Manny Rose as a Father's Day gift. I swear to God, Chris. But happy to be here. Happy to be here on Father's Day. I want to do a couple shout outs myself. Want to tell my dad Happy Father's Day as well. He's down in South Carolina watching. And I also want to give one to my mom as well. I mean, my mom raised me, so she was like my mom and my dad growing up. So happy Father's Day, Mom.
Okay. Also, down in the bottom left-hand corner, he is from Bloomfield, Indiana. He is the man with the titanium tongue. This man can speak verbiage and make you cry. He makes JR get constipated and diarrhea at the same time. This man can look at his face. No, this man has a platinum voice. The man can announce anything there is. If it was a bunny race, this man could probably go ahead and announce this. He is part of the Fight TV. He is part of IWTV. His home and his original home is here at the FTW Network. He is your not so humble correspondent, Yoshi lover, and also EO Sky survivor, Robert Black. Rob,
hey, Mastermind. It's lovely to be here. Happy Father's Day. And let us get on with our therapy.
Right on. From Chicago, Illinois. This man is silent but deadly. He looks at Tony Khan and he wants to choke him out with 2 fingers. He only want to use his whole hand. He only think his hand is worth the whole choking out thing. This is going to be an interesting show with this guy because I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm going to let everybody know right now. He is not a fan of women's wrestling whatsoever. So we're going to have fun on this one. He is marvelous. Marcus Buckley. Marcus, what's up, bro?
Boy, I've been looking so forward to this show. As much as this root canal I got coming up, I'm just really looking forward to this show. But now, on a serious note, I want to listen. I want to wish all our guys Happy Father's Day and give shouts out to all my god kids who are my kids, as far as I'm concerned. Too many to name, but just want to give all of them a shout out. Tell them I love them, man. Let's get this show over. I mean, on the roll.
Wow. Did he really say that? Did he really do that?
Are you surprised?
No.
Oh, that Tony, how do I follow that?
Also, from Indianapolis, Indiana, this man is a president. Yeah, I don't know.
How do you follow that?
I don't know how you can, but you have to try.
We need to cue up the Fresh Prince music, Uncle Phil.
I know. He is from Bel Air. Oh God!
Wow!
Oh man! No, but seriously, this man is knowledgeable about wrestling. He is the Gadget Man, the Gadget Brother, the one and the only, the Liv Morgan table hater. He is the Gadget Brother, Chris Woods. Chris, what's up?
I just like to say to all the fathers out there, Happy Father's Day also. I just want to share my love to all the fathers out there in the wrestling universe. Like my brother Marcus said, I too, just, mankind to all, and to all a good night. So that's how you follow that, Marcus. That's how you follow Marcus. You got to do something like that.
I need to ask you a question. Where did you get this Morgan? Where did you get this Morgan Freeman spirit from?
That's how you follow Marcus. You got to do something for mankind.
I'd like to tell everyone that I want to say thank you to that table not moving again for Liv Morgan.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
My God.
You see, she ain't been near a table since.
Nope.
Thank God.
Right? She don't even sit at the table doing catering. She's done.
She eats her plate standing up.
Boy.
As well she should.
Mm-hmm. Just turn around when you do it. Anyway.
My boo.
All right. But right now we're gonna go ahead and get to our ladies edition. Everybody knows professional wrestling is not just about the dudes. It's also about the ladies that are in there working their butt off. Marcus probably will disagree with this, but but these ladies, there are ladies that work their butt off in this profession. They should get more recognition and more respect in what they do. These girls work hard. I mean, they try to do what they can do, and they deal with the roles that they're given. So my first question to the panel here is, and it's something that I really want to know, and I'm going to start with Marcus on this. Yes. Okay. So
I know Marcus' answer too, so I'm looking for it.
I know. That's why I want to hear. That's why I got him going first. The question is this: beauty or execution? What really draws a fan to women's wrestling? Is it the beauty or the execution of the sport? Marcus, go first.
I mean, this is really a easy. I mean, this should. I know you are. It's not going to be a clean sweep, but it really should be. It's absolutely the beauty. I mean, we had Nikki Bella being one of the longest reigning champions of all time. We had Mandy Rose being a long reigning champion. I mean, let's look at society period and female sports, or just anything in period. Looks always sell, sex always sell, no matter what the skill set is. Now it helps, like somebody like Bianca who can wrestle is real, as she's pretty. But I mean, you all talk about Piper Niven all the time, her skill set, and she's never going to be a world champion. I mean, let's just face facts. I mean, it's always going to be beauty, especially in WWE. And as long as Vince McMahon got anything to say about it, it will always be beauty. Plain and simple.
Chris, go next.
I think this is a tough answer, and I'm going to say it used to be beauty, but now it's the ones with beauty and execution are the ones that are getting over now. And if you have the combination like a Bianca Belair, you're skyrocketing to the top. She's got it. Charlotte's got it. Mandy Rose had it. I mean, you can just go down the line. What's the chick in NXT that just won the title? What's her name? Stratton.
Yeah.
She has it. Beauty and execution. She's going to the top. And the ones that have it are usually there for a longer time than the ones that don't. Like we are always saying, why hasn't Baszler won the title? She ain't got the beauty. She's got the execution. She ain't got the beauty. Ronda had the beauty. She ain't got the execution. You see what I'm saying? So the ones that got the beauty and execution, they're the ones that are on top right now.
All right. Rob, go ahead.
Okay, Chris and Marcus do have good points there. I'm not going to deny that. There is also a question of era here, and cosmetics were more important in the 70s and 80s and into the 90s and the Attitude Era, but there were other eras of women's wrestling where technical skill was more important. You go back to the 40s, the wartime golden age of women's wrestling. Mae Young and Moolah and Mildred Burke and that generation, they had to know how to work. And they had to know how to work as well as the men did. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to keep the industry afloat while all the men were at war. So that was a time when technical prowess did kind of sort of outweigh cosmetics. Cosmetics has always been important. I'm not going to argue that. But since the late 2000s and 2010s, skill level has become more and more important as the Four Horsewomen came in, and when Trish and Lita and that set started to come in. I mean, even the Bellas they needed to learn how to work more than Eva Marie did. And granted, Eva Marie, and on the independent circuit as well, ladies like Mischief, Melissa the teenage, not teen, Melissa the cheerleader, and ladies like them. They came up at a time, Gail Kim, Awesome Kong, those ladies came up at a time when the skill level of ladies wrestling was on the rise. So it depends on the era. Right now, I would argue that it's about 60, no, 55-45. 55 cosmetic, 45 skill, especially in WWE.
Tony.
And y'all keep saying especially WWE. There is not a lot of skill in the women's division in AEW. So they rely a lot on looks. There's not a whole lot of skill there. As far as this question go, I'm 1,000% with Marcus. This is pretty easy. It's the looks. If you have a combination of two, like what Chris pointed out, that would give you the longevity in the business. So if you look good and can go in the ring, you're going to have some longevity. But the most important thing are the looks, and that's true today. Even with the wrestlers that Chris named, they're beautiful women that could go in the ring. We didn't know they were beautiful women that could go in the ring when we first saw them. We saw their looks. Like Bianca Belair was hot in NXT. As she progressed, we saw what a ring technician, ring general that she was. Tiffany Stratton, we talking about her skills right now, but a year ago we were talking about her looks. Mandy Rose, when she came out, we were talking about her looks. She improved in the ring, and the looks get you to the table. The looks is the most important thing because that's going to get you to the table. And if you can execute on top of having those looks, you're going to have the longevity, though. But looks get you there. Like, that's what gets eyes on the product. The looks is very important. And not just for the women. So this ain't trying to be sexist because looks are important for the guys, too. That's why you got a lot of them back in the day doing the steroids and everything, worried about the body and everything. Cosmetic is so huge and so important in the world of professional wrestling.
All right. See, this is where I have a problem. And I guess I'm just a lover of the traditional sport. I don't care what you look like. I don't care. You have to perform in that ring. To me, I'm looking at what you can do in that ring. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a plus if you look good. All right, it's a plus. All right, but the most important thing to me is what you can do when you're inside that ring. I don't care. I don't like Tiffany. Okay, we're gonna use Tiffany Stratton. Perfect example. I didn't see her till later, but the way she played her character fit her.
Yeah,
that's what got me saying, okay, I could go ahead and dig this shit. You know, but Eva Marie, she fine as hell. Eva Marie is fine. Oh God, yes. Put her in a beauty pageant all day long.
I put something in there all day long.
Wow.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
But as part of a professional wrestling aspect, I think she's a waste of footage on TV because she can't execute. I'm the type that likes, I guess I'm a traditionalist, as you say. I like when somebody can do what they can do in that ring for their purpose. To me, just because you look good, because I couldn't stand the Bellas. That's the one thing I gotta say, John Cena, thank you so much. Thumbs up. You got rid of that gold digging chick. Go ahead, do your thing.
Wait. Mr. I don't want to get married.
And then get married 5 minutes later until they split up. That's right. Because he knew she was a gold digging chick. And Daniel Bryan, I love you as a wrestler, but dude, how did you? I don't know. But my thing is this:
he's a vegan. I'm giving him a pass.
There are people there. I know there are very few people like me out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer this question that it is beauty. But for me personally, I think it's sad. But Marcus's example, I think it's sad when you have women like Piper Niven, Shayna Baszler, things of that nature that can execute better than 90% of the women that's on that roster. And they don't get a look at because, oh, well, we don't think we can do this or that, and that. It's professional wrestling, not a beauty pageant. Stop treating these girls like tokens and start treating them as what they want to be, wrestlers.
Well, okay, here's something I'm curious about. We have, all of us in this panel have a Y chromosome.
Yeah.
So we are going to answer this question differently, but what does everyone think that female wrestling fans would, how would they answer this question? What's more important to them as far as technical versus beauty? Because there's a lot of young ladies out there who are wrestling fans who look at these lady wrestlers as role models. So how would female wrestlers answer this question, beauty versus skill?
It'd be nice if they chime in on the comments though, but I'm guessing, and this is guessing because I'm not sure what women think. I think the women look at the women like we look at the guys, and then I think they gawk over the guys like Roman Reigns and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely do.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Let me say this. I'm going to say this right off top. How can I say this right? Because I don't want to sound like an ass.
That'd be a first.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna have DJ the Disaster on in a little bit. At the on the top of the hour, to do an interview, and this is gonna be one of the questions I'm gonna ask her. But as far as women watching the wrestling, nobody knows what a woman thinks anyway. So how the heck
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
I mean, we're dudes. I can't figure out what a woman thinks. I don't know.
Right.
I mean,
don't even try, man. You'll hurt yourself.
I know. That's why I'm being quiet.
That's why I don't.
Hey, Rob,
you don't.
Rob, I've been divorced twice, so what he's saying is so true.
I mean, nobody knows.
I've been divorced too, so I can't either. But still.
But I mean, honestly, I think the female wrestlers would have a different aspect. The ones that's about wrestling, and the ones that's about, like, how can I say, just trying to get over in the business, will say beauty, because they're lazy.
Look at the ones on the indie though circuit. How hard and passionate they are.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, let me stop you right there. Half the women that I'm talking about are on the indie circuit.
Exactly.
You know, there's not a full pass on any circuit there is. Every one of them is about 50-50. When you get to WWE, up there with WWE, all the way down to the indies. There are a lot of women out there that want to work and want to work their way and do the execution part. But there are some that think that because they look a certain way, they can go ahead and get over on another chick, and it's just bogus.
There's a good worker in WWE that is fine as hell and not getting a push despite her looks, and that's Mia Yim.
And she's been in the game a long time too. I mean, I've been watching her since Impact.
She needs a push though.
We know why that ain't happening.
That's Keith. Yeah, you think that's because that's Keith Lee's old lady?
Yep, we know that. So, that's no here nor there.
She's so talented.
Yes, she is. Let's go to the next subject. And I lost my place. I feel like a dummy.
Women's tag wrestling.
The women's tag team.
Thank you. With me going through the indies, I'm a tag team champion myself multiple times. There's another thing I love is tag team wrestling. I actually got forced into loving tag team wrestling by a gentleman, which is by the name of Superstar TJ Powers. You know, he got me liking tag team wrestling and got me interested in a lot of things that's going on when it comes to the tag team scene. So I kind of look at that a little bit more closely than I do the singles. Now, the thing that I'm seeing, and the thing that bothers me, is that there is not a tag team women's division because it seems like no one's developing these ladies to be tag teams. But do you think within time that the tag team division of women will step up and be a mainstream in the wrestling industry. Tony, go first.
Can it? Yes. Will it? No. And here's why I say that. They don't have. I don't think AEW don't have enough women on the roster that could go to put together legit tag teams, and WWE don't care about tag team wrestling enough to invest the time into doing it. I think they could definitely have a good women's tag team division, especially in the WWE with the amount of talent that they have there that they're not using. Why not put some of these women together and make a solid teams out of them? They hit lightning in the bottle with Toxic Attraction before Mandy Rose got fired. They got lucky with Alba Fire and Ala Dawn. Chance and Katana Chance and Carter, they put them together and it works. So you can get mixture of women tag team. And in all honesty, I'm not a huge fan of Ronda Rousey, but I love the tag team that she's in right now, her and Shayna Baszler. I think that's a good compliment for her. I just don't see them investing enough into creating good tag teams to make it a solid division, though. And they don't have enough tag teams to like really sustain it right now. I mean, you can't have like just 2 or 3 teams and call it a division. I mean, there's only so much you could do with like 3, maybe 4 teams. I mean, they gotta take the time and invest in like developing these women into teams. But from what I've seen from some of the makeshift teams that they just put together that have worked out, it definitely can be done. So it's not really a matter like if they could do it, they could definitely do it. It's a matter of will they do it.
Okay, Rob, go ahead.
I will agree with Tony. They definitely could and they should. But the question is, will they? And at least in the major promotions right now, no, that's not going to happen. However, on the independent circuit, it could if they did it correctly. And I think the answer to that is stables.
Yeah.
Because right now, the NWA and Billy Corrigan are doing women's tag team wrestling right. If anybody here saw the Crockett Cup, they had some great women's matches, one of which was a hardcore tag team scramble, and they had an established stable versus 2 other established teams, and it was like a 10-woman hardcore brawl, an elimination even, and it was fantastic. They did it right. So, Bobby, there's hope, but it's not in WWE or AEW. It's not in the major things. We're talking NWA, we're talking New Japan, we're talking not in the prime time is what we're talking about. But I'm forced to agree with Tony here in that women's tag team wrestling, unfortunately, is probably not coming back in a major U.S. market. We're not going to see stuff like the Bomb Angels and Leilani Kai and Judy Martin again, unfortunately.
I got a question for you, Rob, before we move on, if that's okay. Because I was speaking on the major promotions. You and Bobby are more familiar with the independents, though. So, do you think the independents are grooming teams where like they could get caught up, or you think? Hold on.
Actually, I'm going to be speaking about that.
Okay.
So we're going to go through everything and I'll speak about that in a second. Chris,
sometimes
go ahead.
I have my Bobby hat on. Like sometimes I'm in your head, I think.
Yeah.
That's I agree with Rob. I was going to agree with Rob. The tag teams today are factions. You know, WWE when they had Damage Control was a faction. You know, when I think of Shayna Baszler and Ronda, that's really a faction. That they're the UFC. They're the Combat Warriors. They're a faction when I think of them together. If another fighter came, female fighter came, they would automatically join them. You know what I mean? So I really, the reason why it's not working now is they're not allowing them to story tell. Tag team wrestling only works when you are allowed to story tell. You know what I mean? You either use the titles as you're chasing the baby faces or chasing the heel team. You're telling a story. These tag teams aren't storytelling. There's like right now they're going after the NXT titles just because they want to. There's no story being told, and I'm thinking they're either it's to bring up that tag team from NXT or it's to squash the girls. But I really think there's a chance for this to go mainstream if they do it right. You have to allow these girls to tell a story, and you have to allow these to build more factions, I believe.
Okay. Marcus.
Well, first of all, as someone who generally doesn't watch women's tag team wrestling, I'm going to say pretty much, absolute. I shouldn't say absolutely not. I mean, anything's possible, but it's a definitely no. Simply because if you're talking about mainstream wrestling, then that's the WWE, and we all know how Vince McMahon feels about tag teams. Okay, so that pretty much eliminates the possibility of that happening while he's in charge right there. And when you we look at the fact that Tony Khan has no idea how to develop anything, let alone, God forbid, look at their women's division as singles. You think there's any chance they can let a women's tag team division develop? I would say absolutely not again. So as long as them two are still in charge and their organization is considered mainstream, then no. I mean, let's look at the men's tag team division. I don't remember the men's tag team division being this bad in years. Matter of fact, since I've been my 40 plus years of watching wrestling, I don't think I've ever seen the men's tag team division being that bad. So to hold out hope that we're going to see even of a decent women's division, I'm not seeing it. So my answer is absolutely not no.
All right. Here's my dissertation on things. Unfortunately, and I'm so appreciative of the independents. So it's a shame. I love the independents. I have fun in the independents. I grew my career in the independents. I got made fun of in the independents. I mean, it's a whole whirlwind circular story when it comes to me in the independents. But my thing is this. We don't grow women tag teams from the independents. So it's not relevant when they get up high, even higher. The one thing that I look at is that number one, yeah, in the independents are not that many women around, so it's kind of hard to do. But once you get to that middle ground and you get above the independents, and there are people out there that literally, how can I say it? They literally work together for a while, and they get used to each other. They become a team. Just like I was talking about Katana Chance and the other girl. I can't think of her name. Why do I always
Carter?
Yeah,
Carter with a K. Yeah.
But Tony, you remember when I first saw them? I was like, huh, they're trying to do something, but they don't. But as time went on, they developed very, very well as a tag team. In my opinion, they're one of the only true women tag teams that's around besides Toxic Attraction. When they, if they didn't break them up and have them fight each other,
Yeah.
I think it's going to have to start with the independents. I honestly think that it's going to have to start at the lower level to show that it will work, and then go ahead and grow into the higher federations. I'm going to go out on a limb and say one of the few independent federations that do it, and they do it right, will blow up and be a competitor and also probably a training center for one of the two major ones. Because guess what? Let's just be honest about our major companies here, AEW and WWE. They are lazy. They don't invent anything. They copy everything that they see out in the independents and put it on a stage in front of camera to make you think, oh, this is the first time it's been done. No. They found it in some independent show somewhere in some country, thought it was cool, and developed it and put it on TV. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yep.
AEW with the Lucha, that's been going on in Mexico for years, centuries even. You know, Lucha's been going on for the longest. You know, you start talking about when it comes to WWE, just for example, DX, the cross chop, that was going on in Mexico for the longest. You know, and they stole that from Mexico and tried to make it a big thing.
I
And
heard Bischoff stole the NWO from Japan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody at these major companies steal something and develop it because they're on TV like it's their own because nobody else will be able to see it. Fortunately, there's the internet. There's places like what I'm developing now, the FTW network, to where you can see it firsthand and know where it originally comes from. That's why it's important to have channels like this. So we can
Support your
see,
local promotion.
boy, not only your local promotion, support the people that's doing right by the business.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can I ask you a question, Bobby?
What's up?
Or anybody? Okay. Let's just say that the indies develop. Let's just say over the next 5 years, 8 good women's tag teams. Don't you think, just like with the men, by the time they make it up to the somebody's mainstream, all they're going to do is split them and turn them into singles, especially if one stands out, particularly in WWF, to the point where they'll be at the same problem. That tag team division will never develop because they're gonna get split up, especially if one stands out on the mainstream rosters.
I would love to answer that one.
Okay.
WWE has a better chance of doing it than AEW.
I thought so too.
Now let me explain why though, and let me tell you the circumstances. If they're popular as a tag team, but the industry itself doesn't show growth within itself for wanting to watch something like that, then yeah, I think they would disband them because it's like, well, the industry doesn't call for it, so why would we keep them as a tag team? Now, if everybody goes nuts because they see there are particular places that are having women tag teams, and they're going nuts over those tag teams and they know it, with these scouts that go to these shows undercover and be peeping stuff out, you know what I'm saying? Then this is what's going to happen. If you got 8 tag teams in the nation that's doing it here in the United States, WWE will buy 6 of them. AEW will only get a hold of 2 of them because they don't care about the popularity of those 2 teams. And then WWE will try to develop that tag team off of those 6. And then mix their own people in there to try to make that division look good because it's already been proven to make money. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It all comes down to what has been proven to make money. That's why the cross chop went over, because the cross chop was all known in Mexico to make money. Everybody was doing it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so it'll make money here. We could do that here. We could make money. Easy peasy. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how much money they can make with it in the independence, how many teams, and who picks them up at what time.
It would have to catch fire.
Oh yeah.
I mean, hardcore wrestling in the United States caught on and got into the major promotions because it caught fire in places like ECW, and it became a legitimate fad and legitimate part of wrestling's fandom. Women's tag team wrestling would have to catch on that hard in order to like punch through to the major promotions and to national television. So, Marcus, the only way that would really happen is if someone on the if someone on the independent circuit like specifically developed women's tag team wrestling and like started tournaments in the women's only promotions, or if Stardom had a women's tag team tournament, and if it blossomed from the ground up, then yes, it would, in like 5 years' time, it would bubble up into the major promotions. But unless somebody took the time to cultivate it and turn it into a legitimate fad within the industry, then it's not going to happen.
Yeah, because I just think that, I mean, I agree with all you said, but I just even look at the males division. I mean, we keep talking about them trying to break up Street Profits because Montez Ford is standing out. I mean, they do it with the men tag teams that are like on a regular basis over the years. So I'm just wondering if if one of the mainstream organizations see a woman that stands out in a tag team, it's like how long will it be? Would they come in as a tag team? They build them up,
But
and just when they catch fire, okay, now we gonna break you off into singles,
I think it.
and that's gonna weaken that division. That's one thing I wonder.
But I think it depends on the team, though. And I'm gonna give you guys an example that you're gonna laugh at, but it kind of fits this though, because I get what you're saying though. Like, if we get a really, really good singles good standout in the team, they are gonna split them up. This is the nature of the business. But the Iconics got themselves over as a tag team.
Oh God!
But they made it work. They got a push because they built a brand as a tag team. Even when they got fired from WWE, they got hired as a tag team. I'm not saying these two ladies particular now, but I'm using like them as an example. If you could get a team to get together like them, build a brand for themselves, build a name for themselves, and build a reputation as a solid tag team, if you could do that with like 2 or 3 different teams, you could get that ball rolling and kind of see how it snowballs to other ones though. So,
and never count out tag team wrestling in general, because tag team wrestling has been declared dead on several occasions, men and women's both here. But tag team wrestling has a unique set of storytelling that gets over with crowds, and that's why tag team wrestling is still alive and well in the world right now. So never count out the appeal of tag team wrestling in general, even if Vince McMahon doesn't get it.
And let me also piggyback off of something you said, Rob. Think about what you said about hardcore wrestling. It took an independent company, which was ECW, to go ahead and put it forth to show that it could make money. And then guess what? WWE copied right off of it.
They both did. WCW did too.
Yeah, but the WWE did a lot more than WCW. I just think it was the marketing factor that WWE stood out more. But it takes that independent company to step up with something they haven't seen, and watch WWE and AEW devour it, because I honestly don't see Tony Khan developing a tag team. I definitely don't see Omega being able to work with the women developing a tag team wrestling thing.
Well, you know who could in AEW though?
Not
Punk.
No, I'm not even thinking Punk. You know who could in AEW?
Daniel Bryanson.
Arn Anderson. Get him off TV. Have him work with the women in tag team as far as tag team wrestling.
I agree with that. Him and Tully Blanchard should come through together and do that.
Yes,
they should. And
they
I agree with that 100%.
Minds there.
Yeah, they do, and they don't use them.
But the problem with AEW though, right now, I don't think they have enough quality women wrestlers to even think about tag team division right now. They're kind of on the road with the Outcasts, but other than that,
can I say something on that part? I honestly can't say that they don't have it, because guess what? They've never been tested. They might suck as singles, but they might work as a tag team.
You know what I would love to see in a tag team? And I think the girl get over better in a tag team.
You and Mandy?
Oh, God. I'll tag team.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus. Oh, my God.
I would like to put on a team Sky Blue up with like a veteran.
Oh, God.
I like Sky Blue. Sky Blue, she's good in the ring, but she's young. She's young. She's green. She still got a lot to learn.
She's small.
She got a nice ass.
Yeah, she does.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
Your girls are small. Katana and what's her name?
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. When you see them work, they work together. They are, and this is what I mean about the training. This is what I mean about
okay.
them training.
But Bobby, let me throw this out of it. Let me throw this at you as a possible team and see what you think. Because Sky Blue is small. You team her with Serena Deeb.
The personalities. That's the only thing I see that wouldn't work. Personalities are too different. Serena Serena Deeb is a mean. I don't give a crap about you. She's a heel. Sky Blue is a face. Sky Blue is an all together face. I could never see Sky Blue as a heel. If she came with me, if she came with me trying to act like that tripped out cheerleader that wants everything and everything, I'd laugh at her like,
wait a minute, hold on.
Business.
Hold on. Didn't RK Bro get over?
Who?
RK Bro.
Who?
Yeah, they got over.
They got over big time.
Yeah, they got over.
Yeah.
Okay, they got over, but think about this. Who was behind part of RK? Well, actually, who was behind both of them and it worked? Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon loved Randy Orton, and Vince McMahon loved Riddle. So the marketing machine was behind both of them to get them, skyrocket them to wherever they wanted to.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just saying.
And Orton's over. Orton's over, so that helped. That helped, bro.
That's like 70-30 in Orton's favor. Here's a good women's tag team. Jade Cargill and Nyla Rose.
Ooh, I'd like to see that.
Now, you want to talk about the Fury Road Warriors, there you go.
I would love to see that.
I'd love to see Jade and Nyla versus Ronda and Shayna.
I was thinking that, Rob, when you said that team. I was definitely thinking that.
Yeah, that's what I call Ronda and Shayna, the Fury Road Warriors, because of the makeup.
No, that's the Black Swan makeup they got on.
They can't beat my team.
What's
Liv
your
Morgan
team,
at the
Chris?
table.
Liv Morgan and
the plastic
Raquel
table?
Rodriguez.
Tiny Ted.
They were a good team though.
Oh,
they
God.
did compliment.
She got injured. They were undefeated. They wasn't gonna lose them title.
Oh God,
They was gonna hold them like Roman Reigns probably for the next 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
I don't think they have lost them belts. I can't see them losing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
they were undefeated.
The views expressed by Chris.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason why we tell you kids don't do drugs.
Oh, now come on. Chris has got a point.
No, he don't.
They didn't
No, he
lose
don't.
the
I can't help it.
No, he don't.
I pre-warned y'all that she would win the tag team belts. I said she's the best in the business, the best to ever do it, the best there was. She did.
To be fair, they did not lose the titles. So.
They didn't. She's still. I can't help it, man.
But
I'm in love with the best in the game.
No, I really think that Liv Morgan is not hurt. I think the best faith is injury because she knew that the ass whipping for Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey was coming.
Yep, I do too.
No, hell no. She already beat both of them. That's the problem that you're not acknowledging. Acknowledge your mommy. Acknowledge her. Acknowledge her. She beat both of them.
Wait.
She beat both of them.
Let's get it right.
The 1, 2, 3 can't beat Razor Ramon.
Acknowledge your mommy.
We acknowledge your mommy. That's Rhea Ripley. She ain't in this conversation.
No, that's Mammy. That's Mammy.
No, that's mommy.
Now see mommy.
She's mommy.
Oh,
mommy dearest.
I should have her shirt on for the women's show. What was I thinking?
I don't know.
I got caught up with Collision. That's what I was thinking.
Go put it on. Anyway, all right. So let's go to the next one. We'll get into some real time stuff because our interview is going to come up here in probably about 15 minutes.
Cool.
We're going to start that interview. But you tapped out this week, Marcus. We love your tapped out. So go first.
Okay. Well, my tap out again happened on AEW. I don't understand why Tony Khan is sitting on one of their homegrown talent that got over pretty much on his own more than anybody, and that's Wardlow. Once again,
okay,
he just after having the title, the TNT title, a couple weeks, they make him lose again. So he's had that title 4 times for about a total of 3 months. I mean, it's unbelievable how they keep shitting on this man. I'm sure unless he's going to get paid double what he's getting now on his next contract. He's on the first thing running back to WWE or to WWE, I should say. I mean, I'm just like, wait a minute, he lost again. Unbelievable. That's my tap out right there.
All right, Chris.
uh,
You want to come back here?
Yeah, come back because my tap out moment is Tony Khan. Whatever you did this week, do it again. Because I'm telling you right now, wrestling wasn't that bad this week.
It really wasn't. It was hard to pick a tap out moment this week.
Well, I'm telling you, like he did 2 TV shows that was better than his last pay-per-view.
So in other words, you don't have a tap out moment.
Nope.
Okay.
I get that. I struggle for one.
I do have one. Mediocrity in the Bank. Changing the rules for Money in the Bank so that they can challenge for the U.S. and Intercontinental title. That is ridiculous. If you're not going to use Money in the Bank the correct way, then do away with it. Don't use it at all. They want to keep the match so that they can keep the show itself, so that they can have the match for a pay-per-view. But the whole purpose of the briefcase to begin with was to elevate fresh blood into the main event. And apparently the powers that be in the WWE do not want fresh blood in the main event. They want Roman versus Lesnar forever and ever. So
we haven't got that in almost a year.
Yeah, they want to retrain people to not expect somebody to cash in on a world champion every time they retain, because every time they do and we get sick of a champion, they look to the aisle hoping someone will cash in, and now they're trying to reprogram everybody to not do that. And that's ridiculous, because that's what Money in the Bank is for. That's what it was always for. Changing the rules so that you can challenge for the lesser titles is a ridiculous attempt to do that. So that was my tap out.
Tony.
My tap out moment came on Dynamite. It was the return of Sammy Guevara. And it's not a tap out because Sammy's back. I actually do like Sammy Guevara. Of the 4 pillars, he's my second favorite. Why in the bluest of all blue fucks are we revisiting a split with him and Jericho again?
Yeah.
You want to talk about lazy booking? You're doing shit you did like months ago. Why are we doing this shit again? Why?
Because
there is no reason to revisit that angle. There really is not. We've been there, done that, with the exact same participants in the exact same company. Stop with the lazy fucking booking. That was my only tap out of the week. Because I agree with Chris. So this week has been a really good week of wrestling. That was the only thing that really irritated me, is the fact that the AEW and a lazy booking want to revisit something they just did recently.
And my tap out moment, basically, I can't even pick one right now, because
it was a good week of wrestling now.
Yeah, it was all right. It was cool, but it was a couple of things that I'm tired with that I'm not even going to speak on. No, I am going to speak on it. Fuck it. My thing is the actual professional wrestling fans. And my tap out moment actually didn't come until I woke up today. And we're going to discuss the actual premise and everything on another show. Coming up on July 9th, my birthday show. We got a lot of stuff going on in wrestling that's just not right. And after last night watching Collision and to see what some people said on the internet today was absolutely ridiculous. I'm just going to keep it short. Stop riding people's fucking coattails. Stop holding their jock straps. Stop trying to manscape these guys for them. Don't hold their balls. Because there are people that were wrong in the situation and you're not admitting it. And what you did last night was just blasphemous. And what you did this morning was blasphemous. So I'm going to leave it at that. Professional wrestling fans. Some professional wrestling fans, not all. So,
like CM Punk said, don't be soft as the wrestlers you follow.
dude. You, July 9th. July 9th.
We'll get there.
Yes, we're going to get
We'll
there.
get
Oh,
there.
yeah. We definitely
Follow
get there.
that line. I love that line.
We'll get there. Especially with the counterfeit bucks. But anyway.
I was rolling.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go into the moment of the week. We got 8 minutes to get up through this. Chris, are you up?
No, he's not there.
Oh,
I'm
here
up.
it comes.
All right. So what's the moment of the week?
My moment of the week was the Bloodline on SmackDown. I just, once again, man, they drew me back in. But Jey Uso and Roman Reigns put on a show. I was so entertained just by everything they did, and Roman Reigns' performance, him getting kicked and then laying there knocked out. I just thought it was fantastic. But that was my moment of the week.
Can I go next? Because of the same goddamn moment.
Yes.
Fuck you, Chris. And I just want to go next because he threw it out there. I might as well piggyback on it and we keep it going together. Man, I don't remember storytelling like this in wrestling. Because this story goes back to like the beginning of the Tribal Chief 3 years ago. And we're seeing it now. But when he first became main event Jay and how Jimmy didn't want him to be main event Jay and everything. Jey Uso is a main eventer. When they say he's the next Tribal Chief, I honestly fucking believe it. I think he's that damn good. Roman Reigns, Chris, you always say there's levels to this. I don't think there's a bigger star right now than him. But the piece you're missing from this storyline is Paul Heyman.
Oh, yeah.
His facial expressions, the little stuff that he's doing. I don't know if Bobby's was gonna use this or not though, but he mentioned like how a lot of this is about Paul Heyman, and it really makes sense because Paul Heyman's manipulating a lot of stuff, and Jay knows it.
Yeah,
Jay keeps saying, "If I'm in, you out."
Yeah,
the whole story is the best story in wrestling right now. It's hard to find one that was better than this. You have to go back to the days of like old school Horsemen to find storytelling like they're doing right now.
This guy's on the GOAT. He might be the next GOAT.
I mean, oh no, and they fired this shot right before Collision, and that was smart because it was kind of like everybody's hyped up for CM Punk. The Bloodline, like, remember us.
Yeah.
Acknowledge your daddy.
There you go. Rob, go ahead.
My moment of the week was from Dynamite, MJF versus Adam Cole.
That was a great match.
A terrific match, time limit draw, and they told a story. AEW can do it too, guys. It's just they need to get their organization down. But when they do get a storyline right, at least for one match, they get it right down to the wire, and that was a tremendous match and a tremendous story behind it. And if they can elevate that to what they're going to do with Forbidden Door, then I can't wait for Forbidden Door 2.
Well, first of all, when it comes to Forbidden Door, fuck you, Tony Khan. He is booking this show way better than he did the one we went to.
Yeah,
Well,
we
yeah.
got to be discussing that actually next week.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So
Marcus?
no, I thought he went.
No,
Oh,
no,
go
he didn't
ahead,
go
Marcus.
yet.
Go, Marcus. My bad.
Well, I'll make mine quick because you all touched on the 3 of ones I was going to pick. So I'll go with the Buddy Matthews Andrade match. Two
Yeah.
guys that are completely underused, and I think two of the better wrestlers. And right now they had a great match. I was just thinking, wow, their women had arguably one of the best matches of the year, and they follow up with a really good match of their own. I thought it was a great match, and that's
And they play tribute to their women too.
yeah. Figure 8. That was that. I loved it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that was
I am
fun.
going to officially say right now, as we're sitting here at the FTW Network, and we're going over our moments of the week. Kiss my ass, Marcus, because you just stole my shit. I'm sorry. Collision was the shit last night. CM Punk kicked it off. Of course, that would be the obvious choice. So I thought I was going to go ahead and go with the second obvious choice, which would have been Andrade. And your ass come and steal my fucking. I thought you was going to say CM Punk, motherfucker.
Well,
and that's why I was going to switch mine to fucking Andrade. And you go to Andrade.
I was going to say that till you said the counterfeit bucks. I said, well, I'll leave that one alone. I thought you was going with that.
It's funny. Man. I think everybody has CM Punk, but everybody's like, we're gonna let somebody else take that one.
Yeah. Because I had 4.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I thought he was going with the counterfeit bucks. I thought he was going with that one.
Oh.
Bobby, you get to have the promo as your moment of the week.
Put it like
Pipe
this.
Bomb 3.0 is yours.
Yeah, Pipe Bomb 3.0 will be mine, but I'm sorry. Andrade doing the figure 8. That was beautiful.
That was awesome.
I fucking popped. I popped like a and Buddy Matthews doing the Texas Cloverleaf.
Yeah.
I was popping like a motherfucker, like Texas Cloverleaf, yes. And I was saying figure 8, yes. I was going nuts because I mean
he was.
I'm sorry.
It was funny because Mastermind missed the beginning of Collision. He forgot about it. So when we watched together, oh man, I haven't seen him pop like that in a long time.
Submissions plus playing tribute to your women, that was perfect. I mean, that was perfect for me. I couldn't say nothing, man. I was drooling over the whole thing. It was a perfectly executed show. It was a perfectly executed show. Actually, you know what? Let's just take a couple of seconds. Give me a 2-minute, real quick 2-minute thing on your feelings about Collision. Tony, go ahead.
It was a good show. Now, one thing I'm worried about is like I know how AEW is. I hope they can sustain it.
Yeah.
But that show, the crowd was into it. It was in the United Center in Chicago. If I was still living in Chicago, I would have been there because I haven't seen Wrestling United Center since WCW Nitro. I loved CM Punk's promo. I really did though. Like this, CM Punk is a master on the mic. When we talk about like some of the best on the mic, CM Punk is definitely on the Mount Rushmore of masters on the mic. If you haven't seen the promo, YouTube it, go on AEW channel. You gotta watch it. Great promo. It was a perfect way for him to come back.
Rob.
I say move Rampage to Saturday and put Collision on Friday.
No.
Because it was that damn good.
No.
It was that good.
Don't move it to Friday.
I mean, well, move it to a different day though.
Thursday.
Because that'll work.
And the only reason I say not Fridays, Rob, is because if they're gonna have it after SmackDown, that's just too much.
Well, maybe so, but still.
But there's no Thursday.
Collision. I don't know who is creatively in charge, whether it's Punk or Danielson or whoever, but Collision was a well orchestrated and well put together show. One of the major problems with AEW is lack of organization, and Collision was a well organized piece of television. So overall, just a B+ to A- for the whole thing.
real quick, Rob. Though they need to keep it on Saturdays, but they just move to 6:05 Eastern, 5:05 Central Time.
Well, whatever day they have the show on, they need to keep that quality.
Yeah, yes, without a doubt, though. Without a doubt, you on point on that.
Yeah, Chris.
Well, it's nice to see that they got their number one weapon against WWE back. I mean, when you put a show like that together, you could tell everybody was working with that kind of show in mind. Because I'm telling you, man, that was a wrestling show. That reminded me of like the first episode of Nitro, the debut of Nitro. You know, their debut of Rampage wasn't that good. The debut of Ring of Honor wasn't that good. I don't know what they did, this Collision show. And then coming into it, that was like their best Dynamite in probably, 6 months.
Yeah.
That was one of their better. I was MJF had a match. Everybody on Dynamite. I was like, this is a pretty good Dynamite. I was watching that.
MJF in the ring. You saw him before this show. So, yeah.
Did you see his record? There was like he's undefeated for 2,207 days. He's 3-0 in 6 months.
Wow.
But no, Collision was. I thought it really stepped, especially after seeing that SmackDown, the ending of that SmackDown, and then watching Collision yesterday and seeing CM Punk back and performing at that level against a Samoa Joe with FTR. I was flabbergasted, man. I was really impressed.
Right on, Marcus. Go ahead.
Well, Rob touched on what I was going to say is I was wondering who actually booked that show. I mean, I know Danielson is on the creative, so I don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's Punk. I know who wasn't because of the quality of the show. But I'm very curious to see if this continues. They have the talent to have that kind of show every week. You know, they just need to keep the momentum up. They need to keep the positive energy and things like that. But I'm based on what I saw, I'm encouraged. You know, I just hope Tony Khan stays out the way because there's a total, include Ring of Honor, 8 hours of TV, including the commercial. So
that's a lot.
Yeah, right.
That's a lot to book.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Chicken soup for the wrestling fan's soul.
Right. So leave Collision alone to Punk or Danielson or whoever doing it, and you stay with your boys or whatever Dynamite and do your Rampage and all that kind of stuff. But it's encouraging based on the first shows. I'm encouraged.
And let me just go ahead and say real quick, hey, you know what? Very good show last night. Looking forward to seeing some more. It looks like it's going to be a knockout show, and I'm happy for CM Punk. Get that $52 million a year. Go ahead and get that money. All right. So now we're coming into our independent segment. We have a person that I know personally that I've seen come up in this business. This girl is crazy. This girl is brutal. This girl is intelligent, though. This girl has a lot of things going on with her when it comes to this wrestler business that I am going to be proud to see from her. She's getting the camera together right now. There she go. What's up, DJ?
What's up?
That's my girl. She is known. She is from Chicago, Illinois. Known all over the place. She is DJ the Disaster. This girl is
How
on
y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
Beautiful.
Welcome to the show.
How you doing?
Fine. I'm great.
What part of Chicago you from?
Southside.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
Tony's from the South Side. Marcus is from the South Side. You know I'm from the South Side. So we all rolling
It's the
this
best
bad
side.
boy.
It's the best
Oh, yeah.
side.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Right.
Right there, me and Marcus know you good people. So welcome to the show.
I'm from the south side of Indianapolis.
Yeah,
That don't count.
Can you mute him?
You and your Liv Morgan loving ass. Anyway. All right, TJ.
What's
I
up?
know a lot about you. I didn't see you. You know what I'm saying? But I want everybody else to know who you are because I think you're gonna be somebody we're gonna be seeing here lately in Impact, AEW, screw WWE, but Impact, AEW. You know what I'm
No, if
saying?
you get that WWE money, you better take it.
Yeah, she better take it. But
Facts.
I just
Facts.
know how ignorant they are. But let's go with this first one. When did you first start getting in professional wrestling?
Like in ring or just period?
Period.
I was like 4 or 5.
Right
Okay.
on.
Yeah.
What
I think what it was my pops was watching it. On up. Happy Father's Day, everybody.
right on.
But my pops was watching it, and as every badass kid does, they mimic everything. And here we are.
Yeah. So when did you first start getting in the ring itself?
In 2018,
Yep.
about
So
4.5 years ago. Yeah.
so everybody knows training is a pain. Training is the hardest thing, and that's one of the things that we try to tell everybody that watches us. You know, they hear that I've been on the independent scene. You know, Robert does the commentating. These other three guys they watch, but the one thing that people don't understand is the training aspect that goes into doing what you do. So let me ask you
Right.
this: what was the hardest thing that you had to go through training? What was the most difficult thing that you had to do there?
It would have to be the 5-minute rope runs.
Yes.
Those were, let's just say, they had to keep a trash can on the side of the ring at all times.
Mm-hmm.
And we couldn't stop. Like, he was like, get up, throw up, come back. We gonna keep going.
Yep. That's the way it usually is. So, what made you just make that decision you want to be a pro wrestler?
So my favorite wrestler is China. It's somebody
Nice.
I idolized.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure you seen me wrestle before, so
Oh yeah.
you
Oh,
know. My character pretty much is not her, but you know, it's kind of her.
Right.
And my biggest thing was everybody can see it on TV, you know, but seeing it in person, seeing it from somebody that hasn't even made it that far, and especially a woman at that, becomes something that no other women think that they could become. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I just recently lost it, but I was the first woman in my company to ever hold that heavyweight title. And
Nice.
I held it,
Congratulations.
thank you. And I held it for 364 days.
Nice.
She's a beast.
Yeah.
So, you know, China made me feel like it was possible for me to do those things. But I want other girls, other little girls, other ladies, other women. I want them to know that anything's possible. You know,
Right.
you don't have to be succumb to the whole women stay in the kitchen type shit. You know,
Hold on. Wait. I want my sandwich. What you talking about?
and baby,
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
baby, you,
Oh,
baby,
Well,
you
I was saying
get
there's a
it.
room I want the women in, but it ain't the kitchen.
thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
I feel you. But you know, I want all the women to know, you know, anything is possible if you put your mind to it. If you got the heart and the soul and the passion to do it, you can do it.
Now we had a discussion earlier, one of our earlier topics on this lady show, because we're doing a special women's show today. One of the reasons why I had you on. One of the topics that we had was beauty versus execution. what makes a fan love women wrestlers in the ring? As you know, DJ, I love submissions. I love women's wrestling, so I'm more about the execution. Marcus, on the other hand, here, he likes looking at them. So this is why we have this panel, because we got so many different types of personalities here on the FTW network. Robert loves Yoshis. He loves the Yoshis from Japan. Marcus just like women and good looking women. Chris, he likes Liv Morgan with tables. That's just him. That's just
Hey, give him a pass.
Yeah, we gotta give him a pass. And Tony, he's Mandy Rose. That's him. That's his thing.
She's my Trish 2.0. I was Trish before Mandy.
Yeah, that's true. He was Trish before Mandy. My thing with you is, as being a female professional wrestler, what do you want, or what do you, not what you think, but what would you want the fans to go ahead and cheer for? Beauty or execution in that ring?
Execution. I want you to know that the reason that I'm there is not because of my looks. It's because of my work ethic.
There you go.
It's the work that I put in now. That's the reason why I'm there.
I feel you.
And that's what I feel like it should always be. It's
That's what I said.
Pretty, but I'm gonna look pretty doing it well. You feel me? I'm gonna look pretty, and I'm gonna fuck you up.
That's the deadly combination, though. Looks and execution.
Whoop some ass. That's what I want.
Looks and execution is the deadly combination.
It is. It's the longevity. Those are gonna stick around.
I love you, DJ. Oh my God, I'm so glad you're on here. Oh, so let me ask you a question. The spear, I know, is your finisher. They haven't seen it, but I know your finisher is the spear. My question is, what made you pick that finisher, and do you think you could do it better than Roman Reigns?
Yes. Yes. And you see all these other women, they do dainty shit, and I'll be real with y'all, I'm 230 pounds.
Lightweight.
And I'm like one of the biggest women in the company. What other way? I go against the men. I just don't go against the females. I'm not one of those.
Nice.
I'm all about equality. If I can get in the ring, I can get in the ring with everybody.
Equal opportunity to ass whooper.
And I do. Exactly. So I tell everybody, these hands ready to eat for everybody. Everybody can get it. But the spear, I feel like it's a move big enough for me to take anybody out with. I can do it. I can take out the leg with it, or I can just go for the stomach. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Can I ask a quick question about the spear real quick? Who was the one that whose spear did you see that made you like, man, I want that move?
So I do two different types. The first person was Edge. Hands down. I started using a flip with it about 3 years ago. And that's because of Moose.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. He got that from Lashley. That's where Moose got that one from. Bobby Lashley.
Moose does it better. I promise.
Yeah, he does. He does. He does.
Good, yeah, good pick. Good pick.
Moose is a beast too.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I remember he was green. He just got better. He worked that. You could tell he really worked at his craft.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. So let's go ahead and let me ask you this. You've been in there for about 4.5 years. What has been your favorite match that you have had so far?
I just recently, when I lost the heavyweight title, hands down has to be my favorite. It was no DQ. Well, pretty much not no DQ, but Chicago street fight. It was
Mhm.
in Chicago. Shit, I went for like 25 to like 28 minutes of fucking each other up, and it was me and another man.
Mm.
But easily has to be one of my favorite matches.
Okay.
Sure.
My second, I went against Mickey Knuckles, so that's my
Yes.
Wow.
And that's another one of my good friends. I love Mickey. Mickey is my girl. I love her to death.
Yeah, I love it to death too.
Mm.
So we went with your favorite matches. There's one thing all of us have when we're doing this. We have that one dream match that we want to do. That one person that we want to sit there and look across that ring and say, "Yeah, it's going down." So, DJ, who is that one dream match that you want to have?
Hands down, Jazz.
Nice.
I gotta do Jazz.
Hell yeah,
Cool.
Jazz is good
I
people.
looked up to her, and like, come on, she easily had to be one of the baddest black women in WWF history. She has to be. Like, I put her up there with Karma. Like, her and Karma,
Mm-hmm.
I love Jazz. I love Jazz. If I
Yep.
can get her one day, I promise you I could die happily.
Hey
Just got
Rob,
to call her on social media so she can come out of retirement for that match.
I'm
you
down.
never know what can happen.
Mm.
And
Facts.
my last question is, well, we already covered that one. Where would you like to see yourself if you could put yourself in any federation? Where would you like to see yourself? Which division?
Would have to be Impact. I just recently did security for Impact last month.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
I just recently last month, while they were here, I'll be back in July.
Nice. July what?
So I've been doing security for Impact and trying to get myself out there.
July what is when you going back?
July 28th.
Oh.
Cool.
If you end up in Impact, I want to see you and Naomi go at it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
My girl going to Impact.
Jordan Grace, I want her.
Jordan Grace and you. Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I want her.
Okay, I'm feeling you.
Yeah.
I want
Well,
her.
let me go ahead and say this because we got to wrap this up. DJ, you know you like my little sister. I love the hell out of you. Keep that up. Keep in touch. FTW Network is always here for you anytime you want to come on. We actually just bought a bunch of channels, so we're gonna start putting independent wrestling on these channels.
Okay.
So we'll talk a little bit more on some stuff, but I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
You are
Shooting for the sky.
Keep
Hold on.
in touch because, like, if you wrestle in Chicago, I definitely want to get to
Yeah.
Chicago to see one of your shows. To be honest
Yeah.
with you.
And just to be
I
real
wrestle
with you,
about Indiana too.
yeah,
Oh shit!
do.
Definitely
She
when you
do.
here, let us know.
yeah.
We there.
Let me say this to you. Let me say this to you, DJ. You're one of the girls that I looked at when I was in that locker room, and I said, you know what? She got something special. Me and you clicked right off top.
You did.
I think both of us crazy, but but I'm proud of you.
My birthday Wednesday.
You said what?
It's because I'm a Gemini. My birthday's Wednesday.
Mine's July 12th, so
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
yeah, she getting towed down on her birthday, but
I'm gonna get my ass beat in a minute.
But hey, keep up the good work. Tell Jonathan I said what's up. I tell him I want him on the show too. But hey, keep it up, all right? We're gonna see you real soon, all right?
Most definitely.
All right, love you, sis. You be cool.
Love you too, big bro.
Hey, nice meeting you. Thanks for joining us.
Nice meeting
Excellent.
y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
Be cool. Have a good one.
Always, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was DJ the Disaster. Oh my God, that's my dog, man. She is.
I'm dead ass serious. She seemed cool as hell. I want to go. I want to see her live.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
if she can go with Mickey Knuckles, then
She'll let her
she's a
shout
hell
out
of a
her
performer.
Instagram.
Yeah, she's a hell of a performer if she can keep up with Mickey Knuckles. I've called a couple of her matches, and bro, I would love to see them go at it. That would be excellent. I'd love to call that.
I'm actually in discussions with having Mickey Knuckles on the show too.
Ooh,
So,
Oh, that would be nice.
So do wrestlers start out as security for Impact before they get shot? Is that how it starts?
well, it's not just security. It's different things you could do in the company that you could start off with, and then
You just do whatever you can to get your foot in the door. Whatever you can. Got put the ring up, whatever. Put the ring up. Concessions.
Yeah.
But didn't EC3 start off the same way doing security?
Yeah.
And look, and he did well for himself. So
Yeah. It's been that way since the dawn of the industry.
It's all dudes doing security, so that means she's throwing people out. Get your ass out of here.
DJ ain't no joke.
I definitely want to see her live. Though. I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a treat. It is definitely.
I liked her personality. I like her
I want
personality.
to call her match. I want to call her match now.
I dig her.
Rob, you know what? You never know.
I want to see her whoop Marcus's woman Naomi. Just whoop her ass.
Damn, how quick you kicked Naomi to the curb, Chris?
Man.
That's all started off.
Y'all told me I couldn't. Y'all said I didn't have a shot. Remember, I took EO Sky.
But
I took EO Sky.
You started off. I want Naomi. Now you try to get.
I took EO Sky. Remember?
Oh.
Oh wow! All right, let's get to the next subject. We up here playing around. Let's check this out. We're talking about the women today, of course, on this Father's Day.
Yeah.
So, the one thing that we got to talk about is these girls got to talk on the mic. We talk about execution. We're talking about all this stuff. Let's talk about the mic skills, okay?
Yeah.
Who in pro wrestling all time is the best female promo? Tony, kick it off.
I got two honorable mentions before I give it. Trish, woman. Nancy Benoit was phenomenal on the mic, though. But my master on the mic for the females, though, is AJ Lee. The promo she was cutting on the Divas back in the day, I mean, she was going in on the Divas. Like, to the point you can see the Bellas and Eva Marie get legit pissed. Almost ruined the promos with their reaction to what she was saying. And stop AJ when she's lying. Because not only was she cutting phenomenal promos, she was spitting facts. You could tell that her and CM Punk worked together on their promos because she was delivering that shit like just on point.
Yeah.
Female pipe bomb. AJ Lee is mine. But Nancy Benoit, though, that woman was fucking deadly on the mic. She would kind of reminded me of Jake the Snake with her delivery.
Okay.
It was hard for me to just pick one.
Good point. Chris.
I'm going with Stephanie McMahon. She grew into hers too. She
did grow into it.
She became McMahon. She became when Vince wasn't there. If you close your eyes, you thought that was Vince McMahon. That you're fired. She did that shit damn near better than Vince McMahon sometimes. But I mean, from her, the promos of her getting married to first her being a whore and dating every wrestler under the sun, and then getting married to Triple H. She was with Kurt Angle. Wasn't she with Kane? I don't know. She was with everybody. She was with the Macho Man, I think. I don't know who she was with. She was with
Thank you for joining us on FTW.
Whoa, Chris.
allegedly.
That's what touchy now.
But I'm just saying, no. Stephanie, though, her promos versus The Rock, against Cena, against Roman Reigns, the promo she did when Danielson lost to Orton at WrestleMania, and she said, "You're B plus." I mean, she literally could cut into a wrestler's skin and hurt him like nobody else could. She could go up against the Undertaker. You could put her against anybody, any of the top wrestlers in promos. She could go toe to toe with him.
Ronda Rousey.
That's how good she was.
Because that promo on Rousey led to her getting her arm broke.
I mean, period. Edge, she's gone up against everybody. So I got Stephanie as the best female promo in the business.
So I wish we had a Stephanie McMahon Kiss My Ass Club. I'd be the first one in line.
Oh, man.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus. Wow.
Will to 11.
Wow. I'm just shocked right now.
What, you don't want to be in a Stephanie? What, you don't want to be in a Stephanie McMahon Kiss My Ass Club?
I don't
kiss my
know.
ass, kiss my ass.
Because I know what Triple H has been sticking in there. I don't know.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future
I'm just saying. He's
said
like the 15th wrestler, though, to stick something in there.
Whoa.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
She told Howard Stern she likes it in the ass. So
Thank you for joining us on FTW.
Marcus.
save us, Marcus.
Please.
Well, real quick, I guess honorable mention for me, Vicky. I mean, I thought Vicky.
Yes.
Used to be
Yes.
really good.
Yes.
I mean, her going back and forth with The Rock. Anybody can go back and forth with The Rock. It deserves mention. But for me though, I think the best all time for me is still the Queen, Charlotte Flair, is still the best as far as I'm concerned. I mean, she takes her daddy. I mean, to me, I'm not sure what's better, her wrestling or her promos. I mean, they're both.
That's how good she is.
Yeah, I mean, she has. If she wants to be, whether it's a bouncer, backstage or manager, just on her mic. If she was a quadriplegic, she could be in the wrestling business just based on her mic. So for me, it's Charlotte.
Charlotte's promo with Dominic was classic.
Oh, yeah. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
But she's not the $1 billion princess. There's a difference.
Okay.
All right. Rob, go ahead.
I'm going to go old school with this one. And my pick for best promo is Sensational Sherry Martel.
Ooh.
Sensational
on my
Sherry.
list too.
Yeah, I mean, Sherry could draw heat against anybody anytime she opened her mouth, and she could like bump in the ring like Bobby Heenan and Jimmy Hart, and she could take it. So not only could she draw the heat with her mouth, but she could pay the dues with her work. So I'm going to put Sherry up there as the best promo because, and even before her WWF days in the AWA,
in the AWA, where her and Medusa going at it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, old school on that answer for me. Sensational Sherry all day long.
She got Shawn Michaels over as a singles wrestler.
Who didn't go yet?
You.
Okay. I'm gonna have to play a promo for mine because my thing is nobody knew this girl existed. I spoke on her once.
It's not a WWE promo, is it?
No, nowhere near WWE.
All right, good.
But it's something that I saw one time looking at a certain federation, and I love this girl. I wish she would have went far, but to me, this is the best promo ever done by a female. I'm gonna go ahead and get this loaded here. Give me a second, because it's
all right.
Just watch. That's all I'm gonna say. Just watch. Oh my God, I love this. Okay, let's get it done. Whoa.
You okay, Chris?
Is it not coming up?
Yeah, I'm cool. Why'd you say that?
You
Sound
can you
like
see
you-
it?
No.
No.
What does it
No, we
sound like?
can't see it.
You can't see it?
Nope.
Okay, hold on. Oh wait. That would help, wouldn't it?
Is this
What is it?
Is
what's
this
her
from
name?
Glow?
Nope.
No, this is what's her name? I can't think of her name. Love something, right?
Rosie Lot of Love.
Rosita Lotta Love, yes.
From
Oh,
Glow?
yeah. No, not
No,
Glow.
she wasn't Glow.
All
She's
right.
big in the indies.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Check this out.
I gotta tell you something. What in the world is going on here? Rosie, first night in, and you leave the TNA Knockouts champion lying
Oh, come on.
down.
Wow.
You know, the beautiful people think they can come out here and take us out, every ugly person at a time. No, no, no. Rosie Lotta Love, she's big, she's bad, and she's certainly beautiful. Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. And I will take every single one of you beautiful people out together. Because I'm a whole lot of Rosie.
Whoa! JB got lucky. It finally happened. Rosie
Oh.
Lotta Love sending a message to the TNA Knockouts
Fantastic.
and JB.
I actually watched TNA back then, so I remember when she
I
did
do
that.
too. It's an old promo, and it just today it looks better than it looked back then.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and say this. She made so many statements with her coming out doing that promo. She could talk, she could walk, and she could execute that ring. She was one of the best performers there was at her, and everybody's talking about her size. It was perfect. She should have been champ. She should have been the top dog. And what ended up happening, she ended up hurting Roxy on accident, and they all tried to blame her. They all used that as an excuse to blame her so she couldn't get the championship. And it's ridiculous. This woman was the ultimate and epitome of what a wrestler is, of what I like to see out of a female wrestler. Spirit, can talk, can execute in the ring, can give you that comedy, but you could tell she could give you that serious side too. The girl had the whole package.
Mm.
But because she won the skinny bimbo, there you go. This was the best promo I ever seen out of a woman, period. I love her. I wish I could see her more, but she did some transformations on her own because of her health reasons, and she's wrestling on the indies now under a different name. But this was the best promo I ever seen out of a woman, and I wish she would have kept going. I wish she would have. Man.
Good promo. Good pick.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That I knew that was gonna surprise everybody. I was like, who the heck is that? All right. Next one. And I know we're gonna love this one. The top 3 technically sound
This
women
was
of today's
hard.
era.
But you change it to today's era?
Yeah, that's what it's been.
Yeah, that's what
Oh.
I'm saying.
I didn't see it say that. My bad. I didn't read it.
Bobby don't do old school. It's current, like old, current, all of them.
Yeah. Tony's old school department, I'm doing current. So, Marcus, I definitely want to hear yours.
Poor Marcus.
Did you have 3?
Um,
I'll go with 1 for you.
Okay.
We're gonna give you a break.
no. Top 3 technical female wrestlers.
You got 3?
Okay. Serena G, Natty, and probably do I want to say Charlotte or Baszler? I'll say Baszler. Natty, Natty, and Baszler.
That's good 3.
I am proud of you, Marcus.
Always I put Natty on my list because I know you guys want to take her. So,
Rob.
Okay. My 3 consists of Charlotte Flair, who has the whole package as far as skill goes. Asuka, and the current holder of the Burke, Camille.
Nice.
Everybody sleeps on Camille.
You're right.
I think she's
You're
one of the
absolutely
best
right.
talents out there. So
Good pick,
those are
Rob.
my 3: Charlotte, Camille, and Asuka.
Good pick.
Hell yeah. All right, Chris.
I got Perazo, Charlotte, and I gotta go with the new NXT champion because she's better than all the female wrestlers out right now.
Stratton.
I can't Stratton, yeah. Like
that triple jump moonsault. Oh my god!
I like you know she does it. Who tries to do it? She does it better than the Southern Belle chick that used to Lacey Evans. She does it better than her. And we saw it coming. That's the other thing. These NXT girls, to me, are the best technical wrestlers in wrestling. They always come in waves and then get to the main roster and fall apart. But while they're in NXT, I still think we might have saw the best version of the four horsewomen when they were in NXT. So I got Charlotte, Stratton, and Perazo in TNA.
Who's next, Tony?
Tony?
Yeah. All right. First one, number 1 on my list is the obvious, Charlotte Flair. I just absolutely love watching her in the ring. My second pick is Gail Kim. Gail Kim was a master in that ring. Love her matches. I don't care who she's taking on. And I have the most props for Gail Kim because Gail Kim made stars out of other female wrestlers. The biggest star that Gail Kim made was referee Taryn Terrell. That feud with them I thought it was going to be stupid, and it turned out being a phenomenal feud, and that speaks to Gail Kim in the ring. My third pick is a controversial one. So don't look at all the extra bullshit and all that shit. Look at what the woman did in the ring. Tessa Blanchard made my top 3.
Yeah.
The woman could go. Yeah. She got a lot of issues. She got a lot of baggage. She got her views. But in ring, one of the best ever. And I'm still hoping that we could get Charlotte Tessa. I think that would be a match of the year, a match of the decade. I think that would be a phenomenal match. And let those two women go at it.
Legit pick. Very good.
Okay, so it's my turn, right?
Yep, you got it.
First one. He already picked it, Tessa Blanchard. Love her.
Wow, I thought I was going to have her on my list.
Tessa's a technician. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's
a technician.
She is.
She's got a lot of personal problems, but she's a technician.
Yes.
The next person, Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace is awesome.
Yeah,
she is,
and she is very overlooked. Well, not so much now, but before she was very overlooked. She's finally getting her flowers now, and I'm glad that she's attaining what she should have. This girl is a beast. I love her. But this one came hard. This last one came hard. I thought of them right off top, and I was tied between Asuka and Charlotte.
I had Asuka on my list too,
but honestly, it's hard. That's what I'm saying. Is Bianca is one of them, but I love submission wrestling, so I'm gonna have to say Shayna Baszler.
Okay, yeah, that's very legit. Yes,
Shayna is overlooked as well, and some of the reasons that we talked about earlier. And Shayna should have been world champ somewhere, period.
Yeah, Shayna is a fantastic performer, and she is one of the few MMA fighters who learned how to do pro wrestling.
Yeah, she did.
A professional wrestler, and Shayna is wonderful. If she could just dump that useless lump named Rousey, she'd be fine.
Yeah,
True.
Can I throw out before we move on, can I throw out an honorable mention? Since somebody mentioned her.
Who is your honorable mention?
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Rhea is on my list. She doesn't make my top 3 though, but she is technically sound. She sells. I mean, like her matches are very good.
Yeah.
I was torn
And she
on
matches
that because
well. She matches well, big, small, look big. Like it's not like there's an opponent you could put in her where she's handicapped.
Yeah,
Like,
her is
we talk a
Zelina
lot
Vega.
about Jade Cargill not having the right opponents. Rhea Ripley match up with whoever they put her in the ring with.
I was torn between Rhea and Camille because I thought that one of you guys would pick Rhea, but she is on that same level though. But since Camille gets hardly any love outside of the NWA, and she's held her belt longer than Reigns, I picked her.
No,
Yeah,
that's
my-
a pick, Rob, because
I wish
she
they would
is
do a big-
overlooked. Like, people are sleeping on Camille. I mean, she is.
And I thought y'all meant up people that were wrestling currently. My list matches Tony's. Yeah, y'all got me confused because
Well,
I was picking people that were wrestling now. I didn't know.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I was sitting there when y'all started y'all list. I was going, "That's who I would have picked." Is what y'all said.
Yeah, all time. Like,
Wait.
Oh yeah, Gail Kim's my number 2 all time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I thought we was doing. I thought we was doing current.
Tessa Blanchard is
Jordan
the
Grace
dream
is
match.
Wait a minute, Jordan Grace.
Wait.
Jordan
And I'll
Grace
be
is
honest with you, Chris. When he called you before me, I'm like, fuck, he's gonna take Tessa before me.
Oh no, I thought. Remember, we had this conversation when we did the last women's show. Tessa Blanchard is like our dream match with Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, that was my.
You know what I mean?
But my thing is this though, Tessa still wrestles. She's in.
I didn't know she did.
Yeah,
in Mexico.
She's doing independence right now.
Right. No.
Yeah.
No. I mean, Gail Kim's retired, right?
Yeah, she
That's what I
retired,
thought.
but I mean,
Yeah.
she's all time great.
Right.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought we was just doing
When
current.
she retired, she was the GOAT at the time.
Yeah.
No, this is like best technical wrestler, female wrestler ever. Like past, present, whatever.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we came to the hour to Men Will Be Men. This is going to be Marcus's favorite part of the show.
Get ready. Get ready, Rob.
Oh boy.
Ladies, if you are offended easily, please turn the channel. Men, if you don't give a damn, please stay on. And you guys,
YouTube, please don't ban us.
they can kiss my ass after what they did last week.
Fuck YouTube.
Yeah. But seriously, if you guys want to put in the comment section your thoughts and things of that nature, when I mention this subject, please feel free to do so, even if you watch this after the replay. But this is the time that we all been waiting for. The most beautiful women in pro wrestling.
Right.
This is where men
There's a
will be
lot.
men. Men will be win, and we can only pick one.
We can only pick one?
We can only pick one.
Oh jeez.
You know, Tony came with a list of 10, and he's gonna have 4 honorable mentions.
This ain't
I
the
had to narrow
pimp.
my list down to 3.
This ain't the pimp section. This is that one. That one
I mean,
that
I
we
got my
want.
one. I got my number 1 though.
I got my number 1. I got my
I
number
got
1.
my number 1.
She's been number 1 for years. My crush.
All right, Lady Elaine Fairchild off of Mr. Rogers don't count. But
I told you, Linda McMahon. Her pockets is fat.
Tony.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
Tony, go ahead, go first.
I love Terrence Terrell and Mandy Rose. Those are my boos. But my number 1. She is really the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. She was, and as WWE said, then, now, and forever, it is Trish fucking Stratus. She is the most beautiful woman today. 20 years later, and these bitches can't hold a candle to her. man, and Trish. I am so because I was in denial when she left me. She left me and retired when she was on top. I kept telling Cooper she's gonna be back, and she didn't come back. I got my Trish back. I am a happy person. WWE, you dropped the ball with Mandy. That's some bullshit. You got rid of Mandy, but goddamn, y'all more than made up for it for bringing this beautiful specimen back to the WWE. Trish Stratus all day. I will put it on her every day like does. And I put it on her twice on Sundays.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
Well, as long as you're not on camera doing a podcast, it's fine. Marcus, go ahead.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
Well, my all-time, to me, the best looking female wrestler all time to me was Crystal Marshall. Oh my God, did I envy Bobby Lashley being able to come for that period of time to come home to her every night? Oh my God. And she actually turned into a good promo when she was on TNA as well when she was with Lashley. But to me, she is just like just a big tall glass of mocha coffee. Oh my God, she is just to me, it was absolutely gorgeous. That's to me the best looking woman all time. Marshall.
Real quick before we move on to the next one, we had my dad in chat way early in the beginning. We had Shannon Reese in there. Me and her been chatting a little bit in live chat. Hey, how you doing, Shannon? She wished Chris a happy Father's Day. We also conned Chris a little bit, but I was gonna let Chris know she was some happy Father's Day. And then we also got Oinkness95 who just joined us as well. So thank you for watching. We appreciate all your support, guys.
Oinkness, what's up? All right. Who's
That's
next?
my job. I watch chat.
Who's next? Chris?
Yeah, I haven't gone yet.
All right, go.
And I want Liv Morgan and AJ Lee to forgive me. But the woman that I was crushing on for years that made chocolate and was named after the elves, and she had the long legs and the cute little ears. She used to pull her hair back. You know what I'm saying? Stacy Keibler. Well, I was in love with her. You know, she started out on Nitro and became a superstar on Raw, and she was with Georgia Clooney and all that bull dookie. But I'm telling you, man, when at her best, she was bad in the mud. Them legs went on for days. Stacy Keibler was fine as hell. I'm sorry, and her face was pure. She looked like the girl next door. Like she really didn't have a lot of makeup on or nothing. She wasn't done up like that. She wasn't wearing all that revealing stuff. She looked like the cute, you know, the you go to the office and that's his I don't even know what you call it, but the chick at the office that takes your phone number that looks fine. That's the kind of woman she looked like, and I fall in love with those girl next door kind of women, and that's what Stacy Keibler represented to me. So that's the girl for me. I had a crush on her.
I got the footnote on your pick.
What do you call them?
Back then, I was in my first marriage during the high time with Stacy Keibler. My ex-wife now, but back then she used to hate Stacy Keibler. She thought that like I was gonna, I don't know, leave her for Stacy Keibler or something. And so she couldn't stand Stacy Keibler. And I'm
probably would have been better off.
Well, yeah, I would have.
Yeah.
But back then, when she was tripping on Stacy Keibler, I'm just like, I'm looking at Tori and I'm looking at Sonny. You tripping on Stacy?
Nah, Stacy Keibler had that volleyball body, man. She was bad.
Had a volleyball body, but Tori Wilson could get it all day, every day, though.
All right, here's my pick. Boy. Y'all gonna look at me like I'm crazy when I say this.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know his taste, so yeah.
Nah.
But mine is Piper Niven.
Man, she's bad.
Okay.
Piper is pretty.
Yeah,
Piper
she
has
is.
that natural beauty.
Yes.
Piper had. I mean, she has. I mean, oh my God! I seen her one time in a picture to where she had a like business suit on.
Mm-hmm.
I almost dropped
She
the
had
food that I had in my
the
hand.
suit with the little lingerie underneath. Yeah.
No, I seen that one too, but no, she had like a regular business suit on.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought about one of those.
If you can make me drop my food off of wearing a regular business suit, you got something going for yourself. Her eyes is just hypnotizing. She's, again, I don't think she gets enough credit for what she comes with. But I mean, man, I'm sorry, Piper Niven is. Tony, you have to be running the show for a bit because I'd be.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
That's exactly what I'd be saying to her. So, you know.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus. Oh,
She's a good-looking woman.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
she
yeah.
is.
I like them thick too. She look cuddly, like a little teddy bear.
I would love to hold her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, yeah.
All right.
That's the only thing you want to do.
Boy.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
Bobby will put her.
Where I'm from, Bobby, we call that fluffy.
Mm.
I'm gonna let
She's
that one
nice
go
and fluffy.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Iglesias.
Boy.
Okay,
What?
gentlemen, I am going to shock and amaze you with my pick. This is a lady that you may not have heard of before. Now, I am a Joshi apologist, but there is something about bad girls with attitudes in wrestling, especially, that does ring my bell a little bit. Now, this is a girl you may not have heard of, but she called herself your soul's tormentor. I'm talking about Mischief. She was based in Chicago. She's a former NWA Women's Champion,
Yes.
NWA Midwest Women's Champion.
Yes.
She had she had the green highlights and was doing the gothic stuff way back in the mid 2000s for Shimmer. I think she was also in Stardom too, like in its very early stages. And she was not only incredibly sexy, incredibly talented, and could like do everything in the ring, but she had this Clockwork Orange gimmick later in her career that was just scary. And she and cheerleader Melissa were a tag team and a feud. So and she did some of her finest work. I think that she got injured and had to retire, but she was also a microbiologist as well.
Oh yeah.
So she was Mischief was just the whole package. And Mischief, wherever you are my soul's tormentor, and I called you the most beautiful woman in wrestling. Wherever you are, your not so humble correspondent salutes you.
In more ways than one.
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future.
I'm surprised he didn't pick Sin from OVW.
But real quick, Rob, though, because we got the wrestling group Motown about the W.
Yeah.
But I also got my other group. Tune in Friday, Rob. Freaky Friday. You might see a little Mischief.
Really? Excellent. You got it. I hope so.
Look at Tony spoiling you, Rob.
What? If y'all notice, I don't know how much I be throwing them Josies in there too for him now.
I'm the only one that has a woman that Tony can't solve.
I can't find them pictures.
I got the only woman in wrestling that he can't solve.
Well,
And she's a blonde. You would think like all blondes have at least one.
No, wait a minute. Bailey, you got to struggle with because Bailey is, I believe, morally against posing.
I love that.
for the
I love that
leadership.
about her, and I love that about her.
Yeah, honorable
Bailey would
mention
get it.
It's
to
a quality
Bailey.
I don't
She's
like.
a good-looking woman to me.
It's a quality I don't like.
Bailey would get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bailey
She would.
Yeah, Bailey.
She'd get hard and rough.
Especially bubbly
That'd be an anger one.
babyface Bailey. Sandra
You know
D.
what though?
Thank you for joining us.
Let me say this. Bailey, I think is secret. I think, yeah, I'm just gonna say she's secret. I'm gonna leave it there because she just I think it's something with her that if you really get to know her, you get with her. It's a whole different story. It's a whole different story. But we're gonna leave that alone.
I think the secret is out.
But before we move on, because we kind of ahead of time, and Bobby posted something on my page. I don't know if you guys saw about me and crazy chicks. I do have a fondness. I do have a fondness.
Wow.
Yes.
It's not so much crazy, but mean.
No,
me.
crazy.
Mean,
no, crazy.
tough
Like,
girls.
remember
Crazy, deranged.
No, like remember crazy Mickey James? I absolutely loved her. But my favorite crazy chick though is AJ Lee. She played that crazy role well. Every time she played it, oh my god.
I don't think that's a role. I don't think that's a role. I think
Who played the craziest female role the best of all time?
My ex-wife.
Abaddon.
No.
It depends on what type of crazy you talk about.
Vicky
Rob.
Guerrero?
Yep. Yep. She get it. Yep.
Well, Chris,
AJ
like
Lee.
you said, there's many levels to that. So
AJ
I mean, well, I was gonna say at Vicky and Sherry, sensational Sherry, when she did that screaming thing for Shawn Michaels, when she went crazy, she lost her effing mind. She went crazy. When Shawn Michaels said it was over,
Actually, Chris and chat though, Jeff just said that his favorite scary is Sherry.
Scary
Sherry, yeah.
Yeah.
But Sherry was the only woman that my mom actually paid attention to, and she couldn't stand her. My mom hated Sherry with
Speaking
a
of moms, I love how crazy AJ Lee is, and my mom loves Skippy. She loved when her crazy ass can't skip into the ring.
Wow.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do want to thank you for being on this Father's Day. It has been a beautiful show. I'm sorry. DJ just texted me. He said, "Thank you for having me on. We love you, DJ. We love you, DJ. Thanks for
yes,
being
DJ.
on."
Yes.
Of course,
I love to follow.
Look, check this out. Women's wrestling is something that we all appreciate. We all appreciate it in our own little ways. Even Marcus got his ways to appreciate it.
Of course.
But
yeah, he does.
By talking shit about it, that's how he shows appreciation.
As much as he hates it, he has his favorite, so he loves it.
I mean, I give my credit. I give credit when it's earned.
Exactly.
But I really want us to do this. When it comes to this wrestling business, let's pay attention to these women. Let's give them our support.
Yes.
Let's show them our love the same way we do these dudes, because these girls have it doubly hard trying to make it in this business.
Yes.
So if you're still a woman that does this professional wrestling, that does this job that we love to watch, love to see, love to cheer, love to boo, please pull it to the side and say thank you. Thank you for doing what you do. But on behalf of the Tony Motown Allen, president of Motown Wrestlers Club, thank you. Robert Black, thank you so much. The Gadget Brother, Chris Woods, thank you very much. And Marvelous Marcus Buckley has made it through the women's show.
This is my moment of the week. It's over.
This is moment of the week.
This is Marcus's tap out moment of the week. This show.
Hey, but I want to thank everybody for being on. Check out the Independent Island on the FTW Network. We got some shows going in there. Special. Oh, let me go ahead and make the special announcement while I'm at it. We've been getting with a couple of people. They've been trying to get back to me slowly but surely. They're trying to get back to me. But one addition I do want to go ahead and mention that is near and dear to my heart. Of course, we have World Finest Wrestling on the Independent Island Network, but we also have a new addition. It's a place where I spent a couple of years at. A place where Rob has spent a lot of time at. A place that is near and dear to my heart, and a place that recently shut down because they wanted to be fathers to their kids and things of that nature. So I think it's actually appropriate to go ahead and mention this now, especially on Father's Day, since they stopped doing shows because they wanted to be more fathers to their children. And that's New Wave Pro Wrestling. New Wave Pro Wrestling is now on the Independent Island channel of the FTW Network. So go to the FTW Network .net, go to the Independent Island page, see what times it comes on. We're going to get the set schedule here together. So July 1st, we're doing the test runs now. July 1st, we will have our schedule together and have our programs on. Check it out. See what you think. If you know a federation that's around you, let them know about the FTW Network. Get it on so everybody can love this. Because the more we come together, and the more we come together under one roof to love these shows, the more important our love can be for this sport of professional wrestling, the more we can do.
Support your local wrestling promotion.
That's right. And support the FTW Network as well. I do want to thank everyone for being on. I want to thank you guys for being on. We love you guys. We do love you guys. I hope you guys have a
Sesame Ree.
Oh my God. How did I know that was
Thank you for joining us on FTW Future Focus.
But we hope you guys have a good day. And we're gonna go out with some James Brown for Mama, our number one fan. Jade, love you, and we will see you later. Have a good day, guys.
Hit it. Oh, how you feel, brother? Feeling good. You feel good? Feeling good. It's groovy. There's so much bone, brother. How you feel, man? I feel all right. I call your name. I don't want no people to know you're in here. How you feel, fella? Hey, Jam. Sure getting down. Look at him. We're gonna have a funky good time. 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 Let's take 'em up, Fred. We gotta take you high. Yeah. Ow. All right. You wanna do it again? You wanna do it again, huh? Yeah, let's do it one more time. We gotta take you high. Yeah. Brother. Yeah. Now I want everybody. Let Fred blow about 2 choruses. And then I want to wave in. Let's go and do that with this now. All right. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get that fella with the little horn over there. You know, James Horn on me. Fred, can you take us higher? Yeah. Take us higher.